Obviously, you know you love yourself some LeBron James.
Yeah. You know they're gonna happen. He the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He's not.
Say it with me.
He's not.
He the GOAT.
He's not. I just got off the phone with MJ last night just to remind him.
You should have hung up on him.
Just to remind him. I hung up on MJ.
Yeah. Say the GOAT.
The blasphemy coming out of your mouth right now. Okay, it's okay. You can believe that. You can believe that.
The man still going strong at 21. But we'll do. I'm sure. You know what?
Right.
The first LeBron topic don't need to be nobody.
Here's what
don't need to be nobody there.
Here's what's gonna hurt you. Here's what's gonna hurt you. Because you see, when you talking like that, people are like, but shit, that. No, I'm gonna sit back and let you talk. And then I'm gonna say, you finished? Are you finished? You sure?
No.
And then you're gonna be like, nah. And I'm gonna say, you gotta wait now, because I waited. Here I come. And you have to deal with the tsunami that I'm gonna bring, I'm gonna rain down upon you when it comes, especially to that subject. Especially to that subject. And that's where you're gonna hurt yourself. Listen, LeBron, I got this man. The game was started in 1947. I got LeBron James, the thousands of players that have played in the NBA. I got him number 2 all time.
Yeah.
You got people walking around like that's disrespect.
It is.
I got him. No, see, that's emotion. That's emotion right there. That's emotion right there. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I personally believe a legitimate argument could be made that I'm sitting in front of the greatest tight end in the history of football. Some people bring in Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, other players, whatever, Travis Kelce, of course.
Gates,
but you in the conversation, you understand? And you know, because your brethren, I mean, they give you mad love and respect, right? I can say that. But my point to you is that if somebody said you weren't number 1, you don't feel insulted.
No.
So why you got to be insulted about LeBron?
Because
that's emotion.
No,
that's
no emotion.
That's emotion.
But the GOAT.
See, that's emotion.
You told me the storm was coming.
Right.
See, your storm happened for 9 years, then took 2 years off.
Right.
And it happened for 3 years, and took another 3 years off.
That's right.
And then it kind of just was like drizzling.
Right.
My storm been going for 21 years raining.
Right. You could say that, and my retort to that would be 6 NBA Finals losses.
So they only.
Hold on. Just it's 6 final losses. 6 finals losses.
Let me ask you a question.
6.
I just want you to tell me one thing, and we're gonna debate this.
Sure.
Tell me the team that he faced that was the 2017 or the 2018 Golden State Warriors.
What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
Michael Jordan. Tell me the team.
You talking about Michael Jordan?
I want you to tell me the team that Michael Jordan faced that was the equivalent of the 17 and 18.
No one. Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Can I tell you why? No one. Do you know why? Because none of them had Jordan.
No.
That's exactly why.
Okay, let me ask you
why. See, that's the ultimate equalizer or usurper. Pick whichever one you want to pick. Do you understand that Jordan is 6-0 in NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan was MVP all 6 NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan never even allowed a final series to go 7 games? You understand that? It never went 7 games.
I also know he didn't start going to the finals until Larry Bird back went out.
Excuse me. 10-time NBA scoring champion. 9-time all defensive first team. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in other words, it was LeBron on both sides of the ball. Was he that dominant?
Oh, he was the ball. You know he should have won. You know he should have won.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen A.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen A. Give me this.
Okay.
You know good and well LeBron James should have 1 Defensive Player of the Year. How does Marc Gasol, who's a second-team All-Defensive Player, be Defensive Player of the Year?
I agree with that. But the flip side to it is that as we watched LeBron James, even with his greatness at one point in time as a defensive player, we never looked at him and said, oh my God, that's that dude defensively.
Yeah.
Now, LeBron is universally respected and revered. MJ was feared. You know the difference. Because there are people who have feared you. You know the difference better than me. You know the difference between reverence and fear.
Look.
You know this?
You like John Wick. I like James Bond.
He's all right. Hold on. Can I have James Bond? I prefer James Bond. I prefer James Bond. You can be John Wick.
Okay.
I prefer James Bond.
John Wick shot up the whole place, kill everybody.
Okay.
James Bond killed a few people, but got the ladies. They do the same thing.
That's right. Remember when Halle Berry was walking out
what
the
else
ocean?
come about that
when
water?
he was walking out the ocean and he said, magnificent view. Remember that?
I remember that.
The smoke. And that was, that stuff is stuff like Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
But, Daniel Craig. Yeah. Of course, Sean Connery, the man, okay? Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to say the versatility of James Bond is where
the versatility of James.
And you could say that, but at the
could
end
guard
of the
1 through 5. You seen him do it.
I'm not denying that.
Shut down Tony Parker on one
I'm
end.
not
In the last 5 minutes, say, I got Timmy D.
I also saw him get checked when Jason Terry was guarding him in the post in his finals against Dallas. You going to deny that?
No.
Okay, then.
So
Let me ask you a question. Has there ever been a time when Michael Jordan showed up in an NBA Finals and you literally looked at him and said, yo, he ain't show up?
He didn't even play nobody.
Come on.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to do you like this here.
Sure.
Tell me the guy that he faced that was the equivalent of Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals.
Michael Jordan? Well, I would
Or
say
Steph Curry.
I wouldn't say the equivalent of Kevin Durant, but let's go down the list. He beat Magic for his first title.
Magic was 73.
Okay, I find you. I'm going down the list. I'm going down the list. I didn't hear you say that when Magic was here, but we'll talk about that.
Magic
We'll talk about that
you
later.
know Magic.
You didn't say that when Magic was here.
But
now.
here,
You didn't tell him that.
The man that gone to nine finals in 10 years.
I feel you on that. And by the way, he took Vlade Divac and those guys.
Yes.
It wasn't Kareem and Worthy and them. I got
But
that.
you saw what he did to Jordan in the first game, right?
Allow me.
Put a triple-double on him. They had to put Scottie Pippen on it.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's
I ain't
cool.
gonna say he backed him down.
Backed him down.
Made it look like Kareem and Caldwell Jones. Okay, go ahead.
That's fair. Magic Johnson the first title. Clyde Drexler and the Crew the second title. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson. Don't ignore that. Dan Marley and them the third
That
title.
was good team.
Okay. Peyton, the glove with Sean Kemp before he became
That's
Sean
one
Clark.
Hall of Famer.
And then also you've got Karl Malone, John Stockton.
Yes.
And you have an NBA game that was considerably tougher at that particular moment in time than today's NBA game is in terms of physicality and what's allowed.
Yes.
So you can appreciate this.
Yes.
You can appreciate that.
But see-
when you can put your forearm on people, when you can hand check them, when you can do a lot of things you can't do now. Right now you get called for passing gas.
True, you will. But
It's
here-
a different game now.
But here's the thing, Stephen A.
Okay.
What you and the old school guard have equated physicality with
Okay.
talent and skill. The guys in
I'm not
today's
denying
game
that.
are more skilled.
I totally agree with that. I
Okay.
totally agree with that. But you would know this better than me because you were an all-world player. Even though the game of the NFL has evolved significantly, you know good and damn well that if you were playing in this time, you would have adapted.
Yes.
You played in that time, you adapted.
Yeah.
The game in the 60s and 70s, you would have
have
adapted
to
to those
adapt, of
times.
course.
So what I'm trying to say to you is this. Michael Jordan was what he needed to be. If he was playing today, he would be what he needed to be in order to be successful today. That's all I'm trying to say. When you see greatness on that level, you have to concede that that's the case.
But see, all they asked Michael to do was to cook. LeBron had to cook, he had to clean, he had to wait tables, he had to take orders.
Well, you could say that, but what I'm saying
I
is
ain't no
that
that faith.
if the brother's doing it on both sides of the floor, then obviously he's doing more than one thing.
He's doing that too. But
why is he doing more than one thing?
How many guys you know that are top 5 scorers and top 5 assists?
How about this? How about when Shaquille O'Neal with Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, 3D, Dennis Scott, and those boys were in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
How about the fact that they couldn't even get the ball past half court because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan had them on lock and key?
Yeah, with
Full
Ron
court
Harper.
press. Full court press. We ain't never see LeBron do that. We never see LeBron do that.
LeBron do that.
He never, stop it. He never did it.
You remember when
He never did it.
You remember when D
Stop
Rose
it.
was the MVP?
Stop it.
Y'all voted D Rose MVP. What he do to D Rose in the playoffs?
Excuse me. D Rose, what kind of team did he have? You couldn't tell me Joakim Noah and those boys was a supporting
They was
cast?
the number. They did enough to get the number 1 seed.
So
and you
what?
didn't say nothing.
So what?
You voted him MVP. That's why I called LeBron and told it.
I voted him MVP and still picked Miami to win that series. I knew they weren't going to beat Miami in the best of 7. Playoffs are different.
Yeah.
All right? But that don't mean LeBron deserved the MVP. And oh, by the way, I don't even knock LeBron James for not getting the MVP because when you're that great, you're not going to put all your efforts in over 82 games. You're playing for April, May, and June. So this is entirely plausible. I'm very fair to LeBron James. You dial it back.
Sometimes.
Most times. Actually, I'd say all. It's just that I call it like I see it. I'm not emotional like you.
No, you're emotional. I saw you. I've been doing my homework on you. Yeah, you know what? I got a call today from one Michael Jordan. He rolled up on me in a black SUV and rolled the window down.
That's true. That's true. He
Yeah.
did. That was scary. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought it was a drive-by. It was in Denver. I thought it was a damn drive-by. It scared the living hell out of me. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's an absolutely true story. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that LeBron is phenomenal. He's great. We should throw no shade on him. One of the greatest ever. Top 3.
I didn't see you saying one of
First
it's
of all,
TH.
he will never be greater than Jordan to me. But more importantly, let's go to Kareem. 19-time All-Star.
I bet.
6-time league MVP, champion on a high school level.
They don't
Kyle
get
Memorial,
credit.
Champion
You know
at
they don't get
UCLA,
credit, though.
champion in the NBA. Okay,
6 times.
Good Lord have mercy.
Six
okay, all-time leading scorer before LeBron surpassed him. All of that stuff happened. I'm just saying, come on now. The resume is better, but I still don't believe he was the player that LeBron James is.
Yeah.
All right? But what I hold, and I'll say this to you, I'll tell you something that I very rarely said. If you took LeBron James' career from 2012 to now, and that was his history, from his first title to what he is now, and you wanted to make an argument against Jordan, I'm listening. The problem is we don't get to ignore those first 7 or 8 years where there were a couple of occasions where, one, he was accused of quitting, and I don't believe that, by the way.
No,
I don't believe
they
that.
accused Noah of drunkenness.
No. I'm talking about this.
God still gave him the art.
I got you, but I feel you. But it's true. But it's still accused of drunkenness. Oh. But the point is,
accusations ain't facts, Stephen A.
No. Against Boston, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of stuff going on with LeBron that's none of our business. That they were totally unfair to him, including his damn teammates.
Yeah.
But that's a different story for another day. I never held that against him.
Right.
But when you got 4 games against the Dallas Mavericks in which people looked at you and said choke.
If you say that, you know what?
You cannot get past that.
I can't argue out that one. I can't argue out that one.
And that to me sealed the deal about the MJ LeBron comparison.
So what if he were to win a title this year?
Don't matter.
At 39 years of age.
So that don't erase Jordan.
See, there you go. See, that's the argument that people have when I was talking about Tom Brady not playing well. I'm not trying to take away what Jordan's accomplished.
I agree.
He got those rings.
Right.
He got 6 Finals MVPs.
Right.
He has 6 championships. He has 5 regular season MVPs.
Correct.
If LeBron gets another title, Stephen A., I'm not going to erase what Jordan did, but he already here for me.
Okay.
All he's doing is just...
But what I'm saying to you is I already talked about the Dallas thing.
Yeah.
And I talked about moments, which you can appreciate. What I'm trying to say to you is that when you are that dude,
right,
that doesn't happen to you often. That happened to Magic when they called him tragic because he
had 84.
Dennis Johnson 84 and all that stuff. We get all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, that doesn't happen. And this is the kind of thing that you also have to pay attention to as well. Not only do you not get to say that about Jordan, but when you look at LeBron, think about this. You want me to tell you what I hold against him just as much as I held against the Dallas performance?
What?
The following year with the All-Star game. You got the ball in your hands. It's an exhibition.
Oh, he passed
It's an exhibition. It doesn't count.
Right.
It's all in fun.
Right.
Kobe claps his hand, God rest his soul.
So
and
come
he's
on
like,
with it.
yo, let's come on with it. You got D-Wade on the court. You got Melo in the corner.
Yeah.
And he threw the pass. And all 3 of them, along with Kobe, descended on LeBron and said, yo, what's up? What you doing? Because they knew he was psyched out. He was messed up. And what I'm saying to you is that Kobe wasn't like that. MJ wasn't like that. D-Wade wasn't like that. In his first NBA Finals appearance, they down 0-2 to Dallas. D-Wade goes berserk, averages 37 in the last 4 games. Right. I'm just saying it's stuff like that. It's not that you look at LeBron and you diminish him. It's just that you can't elevate him above somebody like MJ when I got that evidence to support my argument. That's all. And that's why I got him number 2 all-time. God strike me down. I mean, my Lord, what an insult. The number 2 all-time in the history of the game, and it's an insult. Only you and Rich Paul and people like that feel that way. Most of us sane individuals know better.
No.